Alright, well, to my one viewer out there, love you, buddy. Welcome to Soupcast, the soup kitchen of podcasts. These are all my friends from high school, and we're going to talk about anything. Alright.
We did not have any sort of...
No, we were supposed to prep this at Olive Garden.
Oh my god.
We didn't do any of this at Olive Garden. We just ate.
What was that last conversation we were having?
About your sex life?
No, I wasn't there.
I still feel like I can't hear.
You're in real life now, Dylan.
It feels like the headphones are on. I don't know why, like, every time I talk in those things and hear myself, like, every time I hear myself talk, I have to, like, slow down. And I, like, get stuck on a word. It's really weird.
Because it's like you want to hear yourself because you're used to hearing yourself. So then you hear yourself, like, a second later. And so you're, like, trying to catch up to yourself or, like, slow down to yourself. But
like, you try it, Jeremy. Like, because just say how now, brown cow a bunch of times.
That's why I took them off. Like, I can't even do it right now. It's a good ASMR microphone.
You know what? This could be a fun challenge. I'm going to try to read something while wearing those.
There you
go. What should I read? I'm just going to try to power through this. What the fuck did you just say?
You made it really far.
You little bitch.
You little bitch. I'll have you know I graduated top of my class. I can't talk because it's delayed.
It's delayed.
So it makes me try to slow down my words because I'm so cognizant of that.
You ever have a dream that you want that you?
I'm gonna try to read that. I'm gonna try to read that. Oh, so it says battery low.
This is a good topic. I didn't think at all about this.
Let's make this a politically charged podcast.
Alright, here.
What do you guys think about races?
Well, you will never really be far even as decided.
I didn't think of it like that.
You will never really be far.
You will never really be far even as decided to use even go want to do look more like.
Try.
You guys are just showing off. How can you guys focus on it so easily?
I do this a lot.
Because they're not retarded.
I think
When
I
I
have
try to make
ADD.
Oh my god.
I think I have ADD.
I have ADD. Hey,
Probably.
hey!
Toast, get the fuck away from the microphone right now. Or I will absolutely eviscerate you as a cat.
You loaf of bread.
I'm gonna turn you into a fucking
sad
bird.
You know, he's like, I want to be part of the podcast.
Is this yours?
No.
Wow. Really angry. Ooh.
That was spicy.
Hey, it was a birthday pat.
Yeah.
Big pat on my ass.
So what do you
You're
guys
gay
think about
now.
all these politics?
Politics, hate
Yeah.
it. Can't stand it.
Why?
Hey, come on, man.
Hey, can we just put...
The cat
Can
in
you
the
take
bag.
my cat and put him into the computer room?
I got him, I'll move him.
This cat is absolutely the most disruptive animal I've ever owned.
Look in
my
the
life.
bag.
Look at him. He won't even get away from your bag. That's your property. He's gonna find a way to get revenge on you for that.
That's fine. I'll see him in a year.
So,
Excuse me.
politics. Let's talk about him.
I can't wait.
So how do you guys like this Donald Trump guy?
I like
feel
him.
like as a
Mean
president
orange
or
man.
as a person, he's a piece of shit, but as a president, he's doing a pretty good job.
I like him.
Half of the things I've heard... I almost said where I live. Half the things that I've heard are actually real about him. He
As a
has some
citizen
really-
of redacted.
Half the things that like I've heard from other
Expletive.
people are true.
That guy's a
bad
real
guy.
expletive.
But like, nothing's changed as far as my life is concerned, so I wouldn't really be...
Well, that's because you're white.
Wow.
Wow, way to dox me. Everybody knows Caleb's the white guy now.
Caleb, redacted.
Every episode we release one letter of my
Oh
name.
my god, yeah.
Unscramble it, figure it out.
There are 3 E's in your last name.
They're on to me now. Let's do some fun child icebreakers. What superpower would you guys want to have?
It smells like garbage.
Yeah, it kind
Easy.
of does.
Time travel.
That's a good one.
I'd like to read
Teleportation.
people's minds.
To become invisible whenever I want.
Hey, don't keep the
That's
tickets
good.
actually.
Sorry, Mike.
So I can
What was
rob
yours again?
banks without them knowing.
Teleportation.
Yeah,
They
so
would just
No, invisibility.
they
Yours
would just see
teleportation.
floating money coming out of the vault, and I'd be like, "What's good?" And they wouldn't be able to see me.
I grab the money, I teleport out, I teleport back in, I grab some
They
more
made a
money.
movie about that, buddy. And let me tell you, it
I
didn't
liked
go
it.
well for those guys.
You know what?
There was people
Maybe the
trying.
only
There were people
one.
after them. Jessica
Oh,
could
there's
just time
jumpers.
travel and bury yourself in the bank until
Oh,
it's
yeah.
built.
I would just win the lottery.
I actually think about that a
Yeah,
lot. Like
that's
the
what I
jumper,
would do.
I try to think because in that movie, that was a big thing was him obviously trying to keep it secret, so he'd have to jump to locations where he like wouldn't get spotted, like teleporting into existence. So
was
he had to-
that
he had to-
Hayden Christensen?
I mean, maybe
He's the guy who played Anakin, right?
Shit. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and
Jumper?
Jumper.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. I know that. But like, I always think about that at school. Like, if I had to like disappear out of somewhere and appear somewhere else, I don't know where I could go that would actually be possibly like
Anywhere.
unpopulated. I'm trying to
France.
think like friends.
France.
Well, I don't. I've never been to
France,
France. I can't
Oh,
imagine
no,
the
the-
streets of Venice.
No, look, the very like concept of the movie is that he can look at any image of any place on Earth
Oh.
and teleport there.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was like more of like a. You have to be
Well-
able to picture the place in your mind, kind of.
Now you know.
Even so, like I just appear in the streets of France. Like that doesn't work.
Well, I'm not talking about in the streets of France. Just pick a cave or the inside of the Eiffel Tower or some bullshit. There's lots of pictures you can get of inside houses of France. Oh man, that'd be even worse. Just appearing inside somebody's house.
Do you imagine if some guy
Oh,
just
jeez.
appeared right there? That'd be cool. I'd grab onto him.
That'd be fucking frightening. You'd grab onto him?
Yeah.
I want to go with
No,
him.
yeah, he's gonna go somewhere else.
What if it doesn't work on you and you get your arms torn off or something because of
If it
the...
doesn't work on me, I just fall to the
I'll
ground.
take the
Why would it only work on my arms?
No,
I want these. It takes my arms.
No, I mean, like, what if, like, there's, like, a gravitational field that rips your arms off?
I think it'd take more than my arms. Then I'm hugging him. Like I grab onto him.
Oh,
and take
all of, like,
He'd take my whole upper body then. Like a
like
small
super
black
spooning
hole.
him. Like, super spooning him.
That's what I never understood about teleportation. Like, if you're touching somebody and you teleport, does it take them with you?
That's always part of the power, you know. Does the power do that?
Like, what if you like sew somebody to you and you teleport?
Well,
Oh.
No, that's not good.
in Dragon Ball Z,
You
you
say
touch
sew
him.
somebody to you?
Yeah, or like,
That'd be painful.
because like if you think about it, usually when people teleport, it takes their clothes with them. It's not like they're naked.
Terminator.
True.
No
Didn't they teleport
teleportation.
naked?
What?
Didn't they teleport
Oh
naked?
yeah. No,
If I were to
they
go
told
from
me,
here
yeah.
to like right over there
They
and
rip their
teleport, would
clothes
my if
No,
I as a
kill 'em.
person had the ability to teleport, would I teleport naked or would I teleport with my clothes on me? Because if that was the case, then that would open up a whole other like realm of possibilities where if you grab somebody or like you grab somebody's shirt or something, would it take the whole person
Yeah,
with
And
you?
would it mutate you like the fly?
That would be the difference between you teleporting and the whole gravitational, like a portal opens up, and that's how you teleport.
But like if I had the ability to teleport and my clothes teleport with me, like if I was standing on a floor and I teleport with the floor
Yeah,
and
that's
everything
what I
I'm
was
attached to go with me too.
I
That's
think
true.
the logistics.
Just
That's-
jump.
Yeah.
like that's very specific to the power. Like that's defined by the power. If you have the power to, at that point, it's like conscious. You know, is the power part of your consciousness to where I consciously consent to like take this thing with me?
Yeah.
Then it's like
How mu-
it's more like an ability that you
What's the
have.
largest
Don't
object
think
you
about
can
the floor. Don't
teleport?
think about the floor.
The whole earth.
Yeah.
The whole Earth, you just teleported
Me.
into the sun.
Yeah.
Teleport into
floor.
the sun. Teleport the whole earth into the sun. Good job.
Teleported into a
What
black
happens
hole.
if you have like a really bad thought and you're like, I wonder what the inside of like a whale's asshole is, and then you just automatically just
my
teleport.
That's what I never
straight-
That
understood
wouldn't be
about
a
those
fun.
kind of
That wouldn't be a
things.
fun fucking experience. Like, just think of all the horrible thoughts you have every day, just about anything.
But
Yeah,
like
but,
if
like,
you have the
specific to
power to like
teleportation.
if like if something is based off of your mind and then like you think of something really bad, and then you can't control whether or not that thing happens. Like if you have like a certain thought that like triggers it, like if you think something and then something bad happens because you thought of it. Like if your thoughts could be like put into
like
fruition.
Inception.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Kira.
Sorry.
Like where I thought, I was with Mason. Like we were driving from like Anthem or whatever, and this guy was like power walking towards the car, and I was saying he was like gonna jump on the hood of the car and start pounding on it like a monkey, and beating on his chest.
God. Oh, I didn't say my power. I would do like straight telekinesis, but I want the stuff from like, you know the movie Chronicle where those 3 kids get like the psychic, where they work it out? That'd be dope, because I would have so much fun with that. Like imagine being able to like get in a fight or whatever, you could just like do like some stupid Goku shit like, you don't want to fight me, and and I have the rocks and dirt around me start moving like, this motherfucker's going crazy. That'd be so cool. It'd be dope. Plus then you could fly and you'd have like super strength basically. Yeah. There's like a lot of powers you can get that way. It'd be really cool, because then I could just be this fat or really scrawny kid, but still just, I could like levitate half my body weight, so I just move really quickly, or I could just punch, but it'd all just be like force coming out of my mind, so I'd look like I could just pick and throw cars up and like punch people in half and shit. It'd be a lot of fun.
Whenever I think of telekinesis, I just think of Bioshock.
Like they're
how
pulling
limited
things towards you.
Yeah, or just how limited it is in Bioshock, because that's another thing. It's like,
true.
What are the limits of telekinesis? Would it be based off of? Like,
I'm choosing the Chronicle one. I want theirs. Theirs is dope.
That's
They
another
have to
thing
work
with the
it
whole
out.
teleportation. It depends on the type of telekinesis that you have, because
that's the whole
like
superpower.
pick up like a house, or you can just like pick up an apple.
Yeah, that's the whole power, dude. It's based on what universe you're pulling it
So
from.
It's like
you
the
have
Force.
to be really strong to pick up the house, even if you're teleporting.
But like, if
Like,
you're able
would
to,
you have to have the strength to bring it with you?
I wonder if telekinesis is based off of your physical strength, or just how expansive your mind could get in that moment.
It's like your willpower, isn't it? It's like your mind
Which
power.
just manifests into like strength of picking things up
That's a
with your
good
mind.
point. Does it feel like you're flexing a physical muscle, or is it just like
Oh,
you're
weird flex.
What is it
Ooh.
like you're meditating? Is it like you're slipping into a thought so hard?
Because
that-
everyone who like does telekinesis seems to struggle when they pick something up heavy, even though they're
True.
not physically exerting themselves.
Well, I've seen a lot of examples where people do pick up something heavy, and the veins in their head are like getting really like huge, and they're going.
Is this with their body or with their mind?
Huh?
With their mind or with their body?
They're picking it up with their mind.
And
like,
what?
I don't remember what it was. I just know that that's like a thing.
Okay, I have to poop.
In specific
Star
examples.
Killer.
Hey, now that Caleb's not here, let's talk about Kaleb.
Please, I can listen to this later and cry.
What about that orange shirt he's got on, right, guys?
Salmon.
It's a salmon-colored shirt.
I thought you said it was a maroon.
It's more pink
That
than
doesn't
dark
look anything
red.
like maroon, Johnny.
He said maroon.
Well, he was lying to himself and you.
Oh, I believed him.
Well, you were played a fiddle.
My fiddle was played.
Backwash.
Jeremy, I intend to have a
No
sip
problem.
of that water.
Here,
Since I am the master of the household,
I looked up some absolutely just stunning, great questions.
Anyways, continuing the conversation.
Ow.
You tight?
Yes, I have many knots.
Can I work on them?
Not there. Not like that.
You can work on these knots.
You can work this knot out, know what I'm saying?
What did my mom do? She went like this, right?
Yeah.
Stop massaging him.
Yeah.
Actually, she went like this.
Massage.
Tell him he has a lot of tension in his shoulders.
You have a lot of tension in your shoulders.
Yell it.
Tell your mom. Tell your mom it's a pseudoscience. Ow.
Massage therapy?
Yeah.
Johnny,
A
get his
pseudoscience
legs.
is chiropractic.
Get his legs.
Nuh-uh.
God,
I
stop.
was healed with chiropractic.
Ow.
Yes.
You weren't healed.
Yes, I was.
I think it's a
I actually
sham.
wanted to be a
You think my
massage
pain is a
therapist
sham?
for a while
No, but
there.
many
Yeah.
other people have been ruined by it.
Well, yeah, but my doctor's really good.
You
got
don't even.
lucky.
You don't
Got
need to
good.
be a doctor to do chiropractic.
Yeah, but he
That's what
was
it's
a
called?
doctor. He adjusted
No, that's
a
like
9-week-old
bone
baby.
cracking.
That's
Yeah,
how good he is.
that is scary. I would not trust anybody to.
That is super scary, but the fact that he was able to do it, that's like borderline Jesus material.
Are you talking about like cracking necks?
Or like.
For like chiropractors.
Cracking necks
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah,
cashing
yeah.
checks.
Yeah, I trusted a kid with Asperger's to do that to me.
That's a lot of trust.
He was just like, just relax. Like, it was
Oh my
amazing.
God.
And then he broke your neck.
It was amazing the first time, and then he did it
That's how I
every
lost
day.
my
He's like,
ability
your
to
neck
walk.
is so tense, and I was like, oh, okay, this is hurting now.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like almost like Lenny from Of Mice and Men. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
God.
way to generalize, Johnny.
hey,
That's such a
you
good
know what?
setup
He's
to-
actually a really nice kid, though. But
That's such a good setup to a story.
you gotta enjoy making fun of things.
Oh yeah, his name is Redacted, and he has Asperger's.
Here, I
Watching an intervention.
looked up some good podcast questions.
Such an old show that it's
Yeah,
in,
podcast.
4x3
Well,
aspect
wait,
ratio.
are you gonna tell us about your sexual escapades?
Yeah, I can tell you guys about those.
Yeah, get it.
There's not much left. There's not that
Are you
much.
still a turbo virgin?
I am still quite a virgin,
Of course.
so that is still a course.
Let's bring that up.
So, since the last developments,
Your parents gonna be listening to this?
Hopefully.
potentially,
That's
I'm
fine.
going to warn my parents that there's going to be curse words and talking about wiener. I don't care.
No one's talking about fucking wiener here, Caleb.
I-
Okay,
I
Tom?
I'm about to. Let's all gather around.
Can you
Whoa.
like scoot up a little bit? Thanks a lot. I just
It
need
feels
to,
like there's like no room to sit on this, or
I
I'm just
feel
like
No,
being
this couch is wonderful.
being
What are you
like
talking about?
tilted
I
forward.
feel like if you ever insult my couch again,
Here, on
Can I lay on your lap?
I'm gonna lay on my shoulder here, Pop.
Is this
Jimmy, I'm just talking about
Tetrapedic?
Don't touch me.
so
She
you were
used to call
saying,
it
Caleb,
Caleb
about
over
your
me, wow.
your expletive
So,
conquests.
this semester, I went back on Tinder.
Nice.
I was lonely.
Of course,
I was
of
like,
course.
Alright, let's go to Tinder.
Let's not forget,
Tinder.
Caleb is lonely.
Yeah, put it out there. I'll put it in the comments. You'll get it. That's all it is.
Pictures of Caleb crying.
Link it to an Imgur
Don't
album.
forget to smash that like button if you liked my last video where it's
Empty
15 minutes of me
beds.
crying. Every 5 minutes we should just all yell smash that
Jason
motherfucking
has
like
been
button.
addicted to cocaine
So
for
what happened?
years.
I want to hear this.
Okay, so I went on
Was it
Tinder,
about
met
women?
this one girl. I'm not gonna use any names at all. But I started hanging out with her. We went on a like a date or two, and it was fun. She's cool. And then I went on like 2 other dates with a couple of other girls, and I kind of had a development with this one girl, but that fell through.
Development, huh?
But yeah, we went on a couple of dates, and we were kind of interested in each other, but that fell
is a
through.
development.
And then as far as sexual escapades go, the one girl that I met on Tinder, we started hanging out, and then I would stay the night, and then we'd basically just make out, and that was about it. And there's like some
Nice.
fondling, that was pretty much all.
Did you fondle her boobs?
I did play with those boobs.
Nice.
That was cool.
Nice.
So the funny thing is, so now I have like, other than fellatio, I've pretty much done everything else you can do besides sex. We took a shower together. I have showered naked with the girl, but I have not
Whoa.
had sex yet.
You know, I've tried to take a lot of showers with.
Yeah, how's that working
someone
out?
With a significant other.
Hair's kind of greasy today, Dylan.
It is a little bit, I will admit.
For those of you
do
that
have to
can't
shower
see,
tonight.
Dylan's hair is very greasy.
I believe that was already explained, Caleb.
That's Dylan, first name Dylan, last name.
expletive.
Redacted.
But yeah, that's pretty much all. At this point, I just want to see how much I can do before actually having sex.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Just try everything
You've
else.
done everything you can do.
I mean, except for a blowjob, it's about.
You
all
said
that's left.
fellatio.
I haven't done that.
Except.
Oh, you said except fellatio.
Yeah, everything except for that.
You know, it's not all that exciting. If they don't know how to do it, it's like sticking your penis in a wet tree trunk. You
What if
pull
I-
out too fast, you rip all your ports.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's like a fucking chocolate bar with the teeth marks in it.
Like SpongeBob. but-
Yeah, yeah.
God.
Like Sp-
Reminds me of Kylo.
That reminds you of who? You mean
Kylo.
redacted?
You mean
I'm
redacted?
not saying last names, but
There's a lot of Kylos out there. You don't know who we are. You don't know who these
Redacted.
people are.
The
This
one
could be
that works at
one guy.
Redacted. In the city of Redacted.
Well, Caleb, that's really exciting. I mean,
Yeah.
I would
It is
probably
cocaine.
push. I'd probably push the sex part more than the blowjob part because there are a lot more people who are willing to have sex with somebody than to actually put their
No,
penis
I
in
know.
their mouths.
I think part of it is like, I don't think I can really bone anybody that I'm not at least like kind of attached to. Like it always just feels like weird.
Really?
Yeah, at least right now anyway. Well, I'm still a turbo virgin. Maybe once I pass that gate, I'll be better off or something. But right now, I feel like I need to actually like the person or date them or something.
I mean, that's really sweet, Caleb.
I don't know. It just always feels like weird and kind of wrong. So I'm always like, I don't really want to.
Well, maybe that's just how you are.
I guess so. Kind of sucks, but we'll see.
Why don't you just like
Date somebody?
No, you know how on all those, I don't know if they say it these days, but on the porn sites they used to have these like hot singles in your area.
Because I don't want a virus.
They're only 2 miles away from you.
I hadn't thought about it like that.
It's the Facebook of sex.
You mean fuck book?
Doctors will hate this. Doctors hate this man for this one simple trick.
The one simple trick, his penis grew infinitely. Doctors hate him.
Some say when you look up in the skies at night, you can see his penis crossing the skies
It's reaching
as
across
it's
the
growing
horizon.
infinitely
Oh,
and
God.
rapidly.
Somewhere out there, he's buried in the dirt, crying, wishing it would all end.
Johnny, tell him about your big titty goth GF.
She's not my girlfriend.
Okay, well tell him about how you had sex
With a big,
with a big titty goth GF.
was she gone?
Like, I guess, but
Is it the one that doesn't live here?
Oh, you mean redacted?
Yes, that one.
yeah.
It's not her, is it?
Huh?
The one that came over?
No, it wasn't her. No.
Are you guys still together?
Wait. Yeah.
Well, why did you hook up with somebody if you're with Jade?
Because it's like a kind of like an open thing, I guess. It's just people have like a different view on sex than I do, I guess.
Huh?
No.
You're
I
not
don't know. I've
attracted
hooked
to
up with
Dylan?
like a couple people actually. I've had like some weird experiences with those, like
Christian's all
some
messed
random
up.
ass.
Have you
people.
accidentally fucked a dude yet?
No, I haven't. I have kissed dudes before.
Accidentally or
That's
But no,
gay.
like on purpose.
That's pretty gay.
That's really gay.
Man, I'll make out with you right now. I
That
have
would
no
be-
question
and
about
you know
my
what?
sexuality.
That would still be super gay.
You know what? Like you think about it how you want. Like,
I
it's
think
just- I don't
about
know-
you making out with another man and that being gay.
I'm not afraid to show affection
That's
towards
gay.
anyone.
Don't touch me.
You're gay. Touches you. Hey, get that laser pointer out of my eye before I call the FBI on you.
Actually,
like
I'm gonna
bro,
fuck
It's in
his
your
feet
mouth,
off,
you
kid.
retard.
I haven't done anything like sexual with a dude. It's just always been like
Just making
Kissing
out with your
someone.
tongue in his mouth while he's
no,
penis in
no.
your mouth.
It's mostly just like
Oh, like
lips.
smooches?
Yeah.
Like Italian ones, like the greetings in Italian, or
Mwah,
like full on
mwah.
mwah. So the full on mwahs then?
I don't.
You're
I
really
don't
gonna
know
put this
what
out there, Johnny?
Well,
That Johnny's
let's
gay?
test this. I'm
not gonna kiss
actually
you.
gay.
Because you're gonna have a gay connotation to it.
Am I?
Yeah, I can see it.
Come here, Dylan.
Take it away from me.
Pucker up, boy.
I don't want to kiss you.
Live on Soupcast, 2 guys are gonna kiss. This hasn't happened before. There's never been a podcast where 2 guys kissed.
Johnny, what guy in your opinion was the best kisser to you?
Redacted.
Dude, they all suck, and I've never
Damn.
kissed
Redacted.
before.
Nick.
You know what? He did tell me something that was really
That he
hilarious.
wanted to
Like,
have sex with you?
huh?
That he wanted to have sex
No,
with you?
no, it wasn't that.
Wouldn't be surprised.
he was at EDC with me, right? And like he told me that he had like taken some illicits, you know, and
Expletive.
yeah. And he like looks at me and he's like, "All right, man, I have something to tell you, right?" And he's like, "So, I love vagina." And he's like, "I love boobs. I love women." Like he's like, "I want to have sex with women." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, that's something.
Like,
That's something somebody who is gay and didn't want you to be to think he was gay.
No, then
that's
he
what
was
they
like-
would say.
It's really
then
important
he
that he
straight
told
up-
you that.
and then like after that, he was like, he literally just started to say like, oh, I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, he was like, all right, so like with that being said, when I was out there like in the crowd, I turned to this dude next to me.
Make a bunch of noise.
And I started to kiss him, and he's like, "But I'm not gay." Like, and then I was like,
That's pretty gay. I beg to differ. So Jeremy, Any new sexual escapades?
Oh, I have no idea.
Wow. Oh yeah. I'm like the only one that's actually not kind of hitched here. You're out there.
I'm engaged.
Engaged
Yeah,
to
you are.
be.
married.
Okay.
Huh?
I heard what you said. You said you're engaged to be married.
I didn't say married. He did.
Oh, you're not engaged to be married then?
But I am. Well, it just wasn't me who said it.
What the fuck else do you get engaged to do? Engaged to go on a vacation.
To be in a civil union.
Combat?
You absolute bigot.
a political like.
You don't know what a
Government.
civil union is?
No.
It's a relationship option on Facebook.
It's stupid.
I tried to convince Jessica to be in a civil union with me as well.
That's a relationship option?
I just thought it meant we were civil to each other.
You're just not ready
What does
for
that
that
mean?
step, I guess.
Yeah, it's just
It means
too serious.
you're in a civil war reenactment.
You're representing the union.
Yes. I don't know what the fuck that is.
When in life have you felt most alone?
I felt. This is a podcast question. What the fuck?
Stop, Jeremy.
I
of that's
felt
getting picked
most
up.
alone.
Just yesterday.
I felt most alone when I got locked in. Okay, so backstory. When I was around 10 or 11 years old, I walked into a Target bathroom and I did my business.
So
and
a
I walked out.
transgender.
I walked out, right?
And that's all, folks.
Well, no, like I was in the bathroom,
Need I say more?
and after my business, I walked out of the stall and I tried to turn the knob on the door, and the fucking thing wouldn't open. So like I just started crying my ass off. I felt like I was never getting out of that bathroom. There was nothing ever like that was gonna be good. You know what I mean? Like I was trapped in there. So I sat in there for 30 minutes crying my fucking ass off because I thought I was trapped in this bathroom. Come to find out, I was trying to open a locked maintenance closet, and there is no actual entrance with a door. It's just a fucking wall that you walk around, and you're on the other fucking side in Target again.
You're like a
So
fish.
my stupid ass felt the most lonely there.
You're like a
You're
fish tower.
feeling alone.
For my isolated stupidity and the isolation of the bathroom itself.
You're like one of those fish that gets caught in those traps where all they do is swim in, they can't swim out.
Yes,
God.
except there was nothing holding
Me back.
the door
Did
there.
you go by yourself, or were you?
Yeah, I went by myself. I was a grown-ass kid at 11.
Was this in
New Orleans? Yes.
Louisiana?
Yes.
I have another good one.
Yes.
About that.
All right,
How
so
about anyone else? Huh?
so I answered the what?
Anyone else for the time they felt the most alone?
Never feel alone.
Cool. You're nice.
I'm
Jessica.
always surrounded by loved ones.
Anytime.
Let's dip into some dark thoughts here. Let's revisit the past.
Jessica, have you? When's the time you felt the most alone?
That's a genuine frown. There.
Surrounded by homies right now.
Yeah, probably when I woke up one morning. I was in the 7th grade. I was a pretty angsty kid. I stayed up on the internet all night. I woke up. It was 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Toast.
Really?
I told you. I
Why-
told you.
why the-
God damn it! But Jessica, as you were saying, in
I'm
the
a
7th
female
grade,
body
what?
inspector,
I woke up
FBI.
at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And I went to my brother's room and he wasn't
Some
there.
brutal calves.
Went into my mom's room, she wasn't there. Went outside and no one was there. And I cried and I texted them and I called them and they didn't respond. And then after a couple hours, it turns out they had all just went to the movie. And they tried waking me up and I very angrily said, "No, go without me," in my half asleep state.
Johnny, when's the time you felt most alone?
2 years ago.
Oh God.
Got that out of there. No, I'm kidding.
Why 2 years ago?
Very horrible ex. Maybe.
Redacted.
Oh yeah, I know about her.
You want to shout her out? You want to?
No, actually.
Yeah.
Redacted.
What a real super cunt.
Yeah. Yeah, she was a kind of a horrible person.
A succubus,
Mm-hmm.
if you would.
I've dated her for a week.
Yeah.
Caleb, did you get sloppy topping that week?
Sloppy topping.
Sloppy
top.
Sloppy toppy.
Sloppy top.
Have you received fellatio?
No.
Oh, we
We
just
already
went over
talked
this.
about this.
I don't even-
I
Caleb.
thought he meant like giving like fellatio.
No.
Yeah,
no.
did
Ew.
you blow her
No.
on
I
her
don't even think-
penis?
I don't even think she kissed me. So.
She
Are
didn't
you telling
even
me you
kiss
don't
you?
like clams, Jeremy?
No.
What did you say though?
So Caleb, when's the time you felt most alone?
I don't think anyone enjoys it.
What, the podcast?
No, not that.
The
Sorry, I'll
question-
just take it home then.
Are you serious?
The
I don't know. I
question?
think people can enjoy it.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah?
Enjoy what? Fellatio?
Licking some puss, yeah.
Licking some poon? It kind of depends.
I think a lot of people absolutely enjoy that.
Kind of depends what kind of mood I'm in. If I'm in just the mood to just do whatever, yeah, it's fine. That's cool. You know? I'll pretty much do it whenever. Like, I don't care.
I think my parents will listen to one of these and then never another.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's fine.
No, I think they'll just realize like, oh, my son's 21. He's
Aw,
an adult
dang it.
now.
They're
Wieners
talking about
brought up
licking
twice
vaginas
now.
on here.
Yeah, not a safe place for parents.
Alright, well, so, why do you want to know, Jeremy? Why do you care?
Why do I care about what?
About if anybody here likes that.
I didn't ask if anybody did. I said I think it's a 50-50 split of people who
Is
actually
it?
enjoy it.
Like in the world or in here?
Yeah. In the world. I'm not generalizing to just here.
I think a lot of people
I don't know.
mind it.
I feel like, yeah, I know. He's begging to get out, but he's just gonna come and fuck up everything. I don't know. I think a lot more people like it than you think. I hear about it as like a positive thing all the time.
Because it's just like
It
a...
is a meme thing though. Like, I eat ass.
That's not the same thing.
I know, but that is the meme. That's
It's a
out
whole
there.
other
I'm
That's
assuming
world.
something I can't understand.
if you're comfortable eating an asshole, I assume you're at least slightly comfortable eating the puss. All right. Oh,
I
sorry,
don't-
I'm not touching that. I'll lick your asshole though. Look it clean.
I don't feel like all the people who say they eat ass on the internet actually eat ass.
Of course
I mean,
not.
how
Yeah,
many
'cause-
people actually eat ass?
Jessica,
That's
you
kinda
should be the
gross.
tester. You should go out there and every time you hear a guy eat an ass, just bend over and pull your pants down and go, go.
What?
Hi, my name's Anita. I need a rim job.
I haven't wiped in 3 days.
Just call these guys out. Let them know who's boss.
So Caleb, when's the time you felt most alone?
My mom overhears this, it'll probably make her really sad, but I think the time I felt... I can't really think of anything else. I don't
When I
know,
was
like...
bored.
Ooh, I'll share 2 times when I was
When
pretty
I was
depressed in that
bored.
aspect. When when my dad was trying to fight for me in court for ownership, and then he lost,
Oh.
and then he called me and he was like, I don't know, he said something and then he cried and then he hung up, and then I just went and cried myself like actually to sleep, and then my mom came and said it's gonna be fine, and I hated her so much because it was like in my head it was like it's all her fault that I wasn't allowed to go over there, and I thought she like lied to me, but there was like a lot more going on in the court that I didn't know about,
That's sad.
and then
I don't want to hear about this.
yeah, no, it's really sad. I'm probably gonna make my mom cry if she ever hears this.
Well,
But
you guys want to hear I didn't even share the sad. I didn't even share when I felt most alone. I was trying to keep it all positive.
well, what the fuck? What do you want me to share? Oh, I felt most alone when I got dumped in the 4th grade, and it's pretty bad.
I thought it was a
Really
sarcastic
changed
question.
you.
Another story was when I first went to college for the first 2 weeks that I was there before school actually started. I didn't have any friends at all, and there weren't any good games to play.
Yeah, us.
And there was just nothing. I know, but you guys were always like, I don't know. It was just really depressing. Like, I didn't have anything to do. Like, I was riding my fucking bike around like I was back in the 6th grade. Like, I was just riding it around.
The
'cause I
bike
had-
that my mom gave you?
Yeah, that one.
That broke?
Yeah.
You don't have the big wheel one anymore?
I forgot you were there for that. I never had it to begin with, remember?
What do you mean?
We didn't get it, remember? We returned it.
Oh yeah, that was fucking mean of us.
That was a fun day. No, I gave the money back to my mom.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's get another question.
Alright, this one's...
One not so depressing.
I like this one. Ooh, this is also... okay, not that. We'll come back to that one then.
No.
How would you like to be remembered?
I would like to be remembered
As a guy that ate ass.
No. No one wants to be remembered as the guy who ate ass. That's weird. I want to be remembered positively.
There we go.
Hey, don't sit on my cushions like that. What do you think this is? A fucking hotel?
I think it's my birthday.
I don't
Yeah.
care whose birthday it is,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Caleb's 21, everybody.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Pass me that UV.
Yeah, I want to be
I'm gonna go
remembered
hard.
positively.
That's the boof.
Jessica, how do you want to be remembered?
As was a nice person. Who
Yeah, right.
tried to help people.
You guys are really digging deep.
And just not an asshole. And also, I don't want to be like completely forgotten and just kind of.
You're gonna have to try pretty hard.
Yeah, but.
I'm kidding.
Because I feel like in 100 years isn't. I mean, do you guys know your great grandmas? Anything about them?
I know
Some
my
of
great grandpa's name was Mickey.
I have some of my great grandfathers.
A la Mouse?
No, he was like Mickey, as in like from Ireland, at the bar. Mickey from the bar. So what about you, Alexandra? How do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered as someone who was nice and someone who worked really hard to save animals in need, like homeless cats.
Saving what? Dylan
Animals
coughed.
in need.
Animals in need.
Yeah, like
Animals
Beth
in
Stern
need,
or
huh?
Kitten Lady.
Wow, you walked right into that laser pointer.
You hurt me.
You hit me today.
I feel like these are interview questions. Are you sure you didn't pick interview questions?
Oh yeah, this is how to not get a job.
Start by asking great questions.
Welcome.
I want to hear some funny questions.
I like this one. I like this one. This can go to anybody in the room, like from any two people. Was there a time when you didn't like me? I like this one.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
no.
there
Actually,
was.
no. Well, actually, I do have a time because Mason told me that you said that you didn't like how negative I was during band.
How long ago was that?
Probably like the first year you met me, because during band, like in the bleachers or whatever, at the end of like the game, I just would get really quiet, or I'm just
Well,
so
that's good.
done.
Yeah, I didn't know that you'd get the headaches all the time, and I'm like, why did Jeremy always get all sad after band? It's like a buzzkill. But like everyone else is losing their mind, and then you're like receding into this destroying, debilitating headache. You're like, please leave me alone. It would literally cause you to pass out on the bus.
Or it's like when we were at the stupid bus back from NAU, like it was 2:30 in the morning and I had like a splitting migraine.
I know.
And then like Paola and Rachel were like screaming and chasing each other up and down the aisle, and I'm like, can you guys go to sleep or something? Like, I don't know. It just sucked. I hated band, honestly. Like, that was the only reason why I stuck through it, is because it was fun to endure how terrible it was with you and Mason.
It was a lot of
That was
fun.
basically it.
It was a lot of fun.
Because the whole thing, I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll stick it out because like I have friends here and it's kind of fun, like having other people that hate it as much as I do.
It's funny. I always feel so betrayed anytime anybody tells anything like that, but then it's like,
Really?
they have every right to, you know?
Well,
What do you mean?
maybe I didn't. There was a point where I saw you and I was just like, man, this fucking guy right here, and like this
Wait,
guy.
before you knew me or what?
I didn't even fucking know your name. I just saw
How did
you.
you meet
I
me?
just looked at you because I did this with random people all the
When did you
time.
see me?
You had a hat on and it was super fucking stupid,
Was it,
and you had a mullet.
it
It was when we first met. And like I looked at you.
Was it when I was wearing that rainbow crocheted hat with the
Yes.
spikes on it?
Yes. I looked at you and I was like, man,
Blunder years.
what a fucking asshole this guy is. He would fucking wear some stupid shit to school like that. He's like a fucking peacock.
Yeah, it really was.
And like,
That's what I was going for.
and then like, I just saw you dancing, just for no reason one day.
You're just so mad that I was having
Outside
a
of
good
school.
time.
And I just kept looking at you and I was like, this guy is just an asshole. Like, I don't enjoy this person. And then you sat down next to me one day and I was like, oh my fucking god.
Oh my god.
This motherfucker, like, I'm gonna kill myself if he has to say something to say to me. And then you're like, hey, what's up? And I was like, hey, what's going on? Because obviously I'm not gonna brush you off like a fucking rude person, but that's what I was thinking.
Oh my god.
And then we started talking, and then you started talking about like Daft Punk and shit.
All I said, I could hear your headphones going, and I'm like, hey, are you listening to Daft Punk?
Yeah, and then like.
That was all I needed. That
Yeah.
was enough. You were like, wait a minute.
Yeah, and then we were just cool from then on out. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't look at you anymore and go, this guy's an asshole.
I'd evolved a little by then.
Yeah, see, I didn't have a reason to think you were an asshole other than just stop shining the laser in my eye. You want to blind me? I'm not trying to get LASIK eye surgery right now, bro.
It's shining it on the bridge of your nose.
I don't care. It's going into my eyeball. Get away.
Right now it is?
Yeah.
Stop.
This guy.
You do it for like 30 minutes. It's fun for like the first 5, but what is your goal here?
I like to keep it on one spot and see if I can hold it there.
Just to keep me on my toes.
It was up your nose for like a minute.
That's exciting.
I'm thrilled.
But yeah, Caleb, that's the time where so
You're strong.
so here so who else thinks other like thinks like that? Like when you didn't like somebody here.
I love that you remembered that too. Like I love that you
because
when you saw me in class.
It's
you're
so
like,
unforgettable.
Fuck.
It's so unforgettable.
Perfect. I hope everybody, whenever they see me pass by, remembers. Oh, I remember you. That's
Johnny,
all I wanted.
have you ever hated anybody in this room?
Yeah, I
Me.
hated all of you, actually, at one point. No, I'm kidding.
You're not.
Actually, yeah. That is kind of funny. Actually, except for Alexandra, like, the only person. I didn't think that. I didn't hate you. I thought you hated me, Jeremy. I literally thought that you
Because of
thought I was
my-
like the scummiest person for some reason.
Was
like
this
you,
like a year ago?
it was just like before I like knew you, and like I like. It was
What
just-
about like a year ago when you stopped talking to us for a few months?
Yeah, that was I was just going through some shit like in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of twisted things happened. I didn't hate you guys. It was just I just never really got to talk to you. And it was like I built that thing myself and I didn't. Yeah.
Well, it happens.
I just do that sometimes. I like shut people out.
It happens.
I do that.
I've gotten better at it though. I really don't do that anymore. And I'm actually kind of glad about it.
I actually have a question. Did anybody upon first meeting Jeremy think that he was the most unapproachable person on earth?
Raise of hands.
100%.
Yeah,
well, you
dude.
for a different reason.
Yeah,
Because
for a different reason.
because I saw you all the time, and you were always with those like semi-popular people, and I was
Yeah,
like,
I
those
don't know how you
people-
always managed to
Yeah.
infiltrate like the group of hotties. I don't know how you did it.
And I was just
Every
like,
time
I
you're
was just
hanging
like,
out,
yeah,
like-
there's no way this guy's gonna.
Look at
fucking,
me.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want anything to do with this person because he's fucking.
What are you
Like,
talking about?
He's
You were
just
a
got.
Chad.
He's yeah.
You
No,
were
he
a
was
band
totally
Who was I
Chad.
hanging out
Jerry
with?
was like the most
I don't know.
charismatic person I'd ever met in my life before I even like met him.
What do you mean? Who
You
was
were
I
like a
hanging out
band
with?
Chad. You had
And
all
then
the
I
pretty
heard
girls
you
in
talk.
band.
I had heard you talk a couple times, and I was like, man, he's even got a monotone voice, so I'll never be able to gauge whether or not we're friends.
That's
This is just
me
not
off
gonna
with the
work.
monotone voice,
Oh my
and then I
God.
didn't really gauge your humor yet,
Yeah,
so I wouldn't know if you were
seriously.
joking, and I'd be like, holy shit, he just said that.
I felt like you
And I
would-
learned, I'm like, oh, he's joking.
I
It's
felt like
funny.
I felt like you'd be the type of person to get annoyed really, really fast at things.
Yeah, I thought
That's
you
true
would
to
get
an
mad
extent.
at things I said, and I'd be like,
No, I really don't. It's just,
No, I know you really
You
don't.
don't
But
get mad. You get like irritated, but it doesn't.
but it's for different. It's like for certain reasons. Like if you're, I don't know, if something's stupid, like I think it's more funny than annoying, unless it's like personally affecting me. Like if I'm in public and something dumb happens, I just kind of laugh at it. But
But if
Other-
like you
yeah.
guys are playing penis in the middle of the mall.
oh my god,
Oh, that was an amazing
That was funny.
time.
The
Arizona
Comic-Con.
Mills Mall.
oh my god, all the stupid like you make racist jokes in public really
Oh
loudly.
my god, those were hilarious.
that was so funny because every time we would just say anything, you would close your eyes, squint your face really hard, and go, "Oh my god!"
Yeah,
like
dude.
that.
Your
Oh my
face
God.
straight up turned red as a tomato when I freaking started saying like firecracker. You were like, oh my god.
Stop.
Johnny, do you remember that time we got like really, really like
Big.
yeah,
And we went into Walmart.
and then like we were like walking, and like you just start laughing for no fucking reason at
No,
all.
do you not remember what you said outside?
What did I say?
You were like, wouldn't it be like god awful if we just started laughing hysterically in there? And then that thought like
Yeah, and then you
popped
just
into
started
my
laughing
head.
hysterically.
Yeah,
and
and I
was
literally
Johnny.
I just like the pure fact that that could have happened, like, and it did, and I was like, wow.
And every time we went to Walmart after that, we just start laughing. And we especially did it when fucking Nick was there, because Nick would get all like, look at these guys are just fucking laughing.
Yeah. Yeah. Nick was a person. Dude, the thing that made me not like him slightly was when I was like, yeah, they're like gonna be part of like the Ray Fam, and like I was like so ready to like just like get you guys into it, and then he was like, I've never been to a rave. They're not part of the Ray Fam. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I was so mad.
Giant ass much? Like, they're gonna go to a rave eventually, and then we did go to some. Those were like shitty raves, but
Does he like judge if you haven't been to a rave or something?
yeah, and you
Weirdo.
say like
He's
they
very
like
pretentious.
EDM and yeah.
He's extremely pretentious. Just like as a human being. Pull up another podcast question.
Alright, I'll bust him out.
Bust those out.
Well, let's keep talking about me.
If you want.
Just kidding.
Band chat. Oh, here's a good one. Are you proud of me? At the very bottom.
No, I'm not, because you're far away.
Next.
What were your parents
The question
like?
was answered.
I
Next.
think we've met. Has everybody met each other's parents? I think. You guys have like never met my parents.
You guys have met
We've
my
never
parents.
met any of each other's
I met your
parents.
dad.
I've never met
I made us
Alexander's
burritos that
parents.
one time.
I've met both of Jeremy's parents.
I've never met his
I've
mom.
met both of
I've never met
Johnny's
them
parents.
twice.
I know I've met Jessica's parents because I see them every fucking, I feel like every Sunday.
I've met
And then
everyone's parents. except for
Alexandra,
yours.
I've not met
Yeah.
your parents.
I've never even met her
Elusive.
parents.
Oh yeah, true.
We're engaged.
Well, this
Did
is.
they hate
Do you remember what was going
They
through?
invited me to Thanksgiving.
This is fun.
So
Do you
they
remember?
mildly?
So what question do you have right now?
Do you remember what was going through your head when you first saw me? This is for parents. How did you choose my name?
Oh, I chose your name because I
my
looked
mom
at you
on
and
the
I
podcast.
said, that guy just looks like a fucking Kaleb.
What did I think?
All right, Mom, this was for you.
Dylan, the first time I think I've already told this before. The first time I ever saw you, there was some thing where they display the pictures of like the dancers and stuff, like the different recitals, and somebody had gotten in there and cut out a picture of your face and put it on one of the dancers' bodies. And every time I walk out of band, I'd look at that and laugh and go, I want to meet this fucking guy. It looks so goofy. And then one day it clicked that was you. You were the guy.
Who did that?
It was a couple kids in my guitar class, I think.
Did
Yeah,
How did
yeah.
they open that up and get into it?
I have no idea. I don't remember. Oh, you know what? It was open one day. The glass was off one day.
Oh.
And somebody just slid a picture of my face into it. And I was like...
They just have a printed picture on hand.
Yeah, I don't know what
what
a printed picture of your face.
Yeah,
Especially
it was-
a goofy one. You think you'd have like a nice picture of you, if anything. I always keep this nice like goofy picture of Dylan on me at all times.
I remember when the first time I saw Johnny and he reminded me of somebody whose name was Kyle and drank Red Bull. So it was very unapproachable
Really?
for me. Yeah, I was going to walk up to you and start talking to you because I was with Goran.
Yeah, because I knew
And you
Gordon
were-
before I knew you.
You were just like roasting some people you were talking to, and I was like, well, I want to steer clear of this roast. I don't even know this guy. I can't roast this guy for anything if I don't really know him, because then he'll think I'm serious. So I steered clear of you for about 2 years, and then you found me.
Oh yeah, you were sitting there one day, very sad. I was wondering what was wrong with you.
What's wrong with it?
I was like, hey, did your girlfriend break up with you or something? You're like, no, actually, my mom died.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, you were just like, you're like relapsing on it or something? You're just thinking about it really hard?
What, me?
Yeah.
No, he lied to me completely. I felt so fucking horrible. I was literally like, oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. And then he was like, oh, I bet you feel real bad, don't you? Well, I was just kidding. Yeah, it was my girlfriend.
Fuck, I bet you feel
And
real
then I
bad
looked at
right
him and I
now.
said, my mom really did die, though.
Yeah, you did say that. And that just made me laugh. I don't know. I loved it, like that kind of humor.
Really sad episode. Johnny, you remember the first time we met? I don't at all.
Yeah, where the hell was
I
that?
think like you're just in a group of people that I knew, and then I was like, oh yeah, you said something. I was like, well, PlayStation, and then like every time.
No, you met me like
every time
talked to me like the first time at like
Redacted. Really?
Yeah, when I was like making like that BioShock like mask.
I knew you before that.
Yeah, I knew you before. I just never talked to you. We never.
Well, it
like,
was because like
because I thought you hated me.
Well, it was because like you're in that group of people, and like we were talking, like, oh, you have a PS4, and like every time I saw you, you like gave me a high five, like an autistic kid.
Was it outside the
And,
library?
I don't know, and then like
I wanted to be like friends with you, but like I don't know, yeah.
I remember the first time I saw Jessica.
Yeah, I was there.
I
Do you know
walked
how
into the
loud
library.
my parents think you are?
Yeah, they probably think I'm extremely loud.
Well, because of like D&D, like every time, because like Redacted, it's like, is Johnny coming over? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, well, we'll keep our door closed then. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, Johnny's he's like, it's not that he's loud, just his voice
You have a very hearty laugh.
Yeah, it travels
You have a
far.
very hearty laugh.
Like even in the Crystal Shop last night, like it was super loud,
laugh.
like the Tibetan bell music going on, and then like I could just hear your normal talking voice across the.
Oh my
the way,
god!
just you talking about like Buddhism or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that. We were talking about a lot of different things.
I'm talking about a lot of junk.
I want to
What?
get.
Hinduism and
How much
Buddha,
is it for,
like
like,
how
whole
he
sleeve?
found enlightenment.
Oh, probably like.
That's kind of crazy how that store
$700.
brought that out. I guess it's just like stuff that I've been into.
It's quite a bit of money.
Another question,
Maybe you could do
Caleb.
it in pieces.
What were you
You
gonna
could
say?
do the,
You were
like,
gonna say
half
something.
of it,
Oh, I
like,
remember the first time I met Jessica.
$2.
Or the
Oh,
first
yeah.
time I saw Jessica.
We all, yeah.
And I was in the
want to
library
take it
and I
down to
looked at
here,
her.
and then eventually
and I was
go
like,
in my hand.
Damn. She's
Yeah.
really, really pretty.
We could
So
do
I
that.
flocked
Like,
over
just
to her just as a natural
Let's do some,
butterfly.
like, reference.
And I was just chatting her up.
That was fun. I was there for that.
She was underage.
Yeah, it was like where the
She
tablets
was underage,
were.
Yeah,
so
but
was
so
I,
were you,
pal.
yeah.
Tablets were.
But so was I.
Wasn't legal yet. Full disclaimer.
So if you start dating when you're both underage and then one person turns 18, is it still illegal or is it like?
Yes, it's illegal.
Yeah, in
Unless it's
Arizona
Texas.
it is.
I thought it was like the Romeo and Juliet thing.
We don't have the Romeo and Juliet, but most states do.
I've heard most states don't enforce it though. I talked to a cop.
If
one
you're if the
time.
parents aren't okay with it, then nothing.
Well, yeah, I
yeah.
know.
Mm.
But if the parents are okay with it, then the Romeo and Juliet might apply if you like get reported by a stranger.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
not that much older than her. She's
That's
19 and I'm
interesting.
21.
Well, I was like barely 16 and she was 17 and she was like 6 months away or 8 months away from turning 18. So like.
So I was the pedophile for like a good year and a half.
In Arizona, you would have got arrested.
I know. Probably the only reason why my parents didn't call the cops is because I was the older one.
Yeah.
If you were older, they would
If
have.
that had been reversed,
Like,
you'd be in prison right now, buddy.
you know,
Well, I mean, I'm 21, almost 22, and she just turned 23. So
yeah, so it's like more normal now. But
Well, yeah.
18
Well,
and 16,
in like 3 months, it's gonna be our 6-year anniversary.
I relate to 18 and 16.
That was a
Yeah.
real thing. It was 18 and 15
For
a
you two?
minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it was 16 and 18.
Mhm.
It wasn't 18. Oh, at one point it was 18 and 15.
Your birthday's before mine.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been together? Almost as long as me and Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like 5 years.
I think we're going on 5.
Wow.
Well,
Ish.
congratulations.
My mom
Shake
was-
my hand.
I'm always confused. You guys consider yourselves to be together, right?
Yeah. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't ever say like boyfriend and girlfriend, or I don't really say that we're like dating just because it's weird.
Is it just because it's kind of a given?
Yeah. And it's just kind of just more than that. Like, I don't know, dating just isn't very, I just don't feel like that's serious. Like, I don't know.
Like you guys would be like married without having the title being married. Like you guys are
Literally.
partners. Yeah.
I feel like a teammate. I feel like a life partnership. Like
Mhm.
I don't
That
feel
makes
like
sense.
a dating.
Yeah, because it seems very like teenagerish.
That's
you know,
the
like,
thing. Is it just, and then also like, I don't know.
When are you
It's
guys
just
gonna get
weird.
engaged?
Oh, as soon as I buy a ring.
Look at this. Oh, now I'm not gonna be able to do it.
There it is. There's the ring.
Woo. Well, Speaking of that, how do you guys feel about the guy taking the girl's last name?
That's really stupid.
I like that.
Or the girl keeping her last
I
name?
feel like a beta. No, you're not keeping your last name. You're
I
gonna
don't.
take my
I'm
last
not
name.
gonna keep
I
my
feel
last
like a
name, but I
beta.
like that.
It doesn't really matter to
I
me.
need a
The
bowl.
guy taking the
Well, there's
girl's
no
last
way
name?
I would
Your
ever get rid of
own
my
Or
last
like a
name.
hyphenated last name.
Yeah.
Like, what do you guys feel about the last name situation?
No,
Do you
I
Take
feel
your
like
own
it should
last
be,
name.
It should be traditionally, or
Yeah,
why?
I think the girl should just take the last name because it's part of marriage. I think if you hyphenate it, then I think that's stupid. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
No,
Yeah.
I think if you have a pretty bomb ass last name, like I would not. If my name was something, last name was something cool.
Like Fart, Alexander Fart.
Yeah.
Well, my mom hyphenated her name. My mom's
Well, that's
name
because
is
your mom's last name is.
redacted. Well, that's
Oh.
redacted.
Like, I full disclosure,
Well,
not a feminist.
Wait,
So just-
what's the thing?
If you hyphen your last name when you get
What does
married,
that mean? Like,
like she'd be like.
Redacted.
Like, it just, I don't know.
Redacted.
It would just be weird. I don't
Yeah.
really want to, like,
Why?
it has nothing. Just because, and I'm not a
You want a
feminist.
bowl?
Full disclosure,
Mhm.
not a
D-U-L-L.
feminist. But I just don't know why my whole existence living with
Bowl.
my family and, like, my whole
Who's your
life
bowl?
is just meant to be, like, belong to somebody else.
Yeah, and it
And, like,
changed.
be their family now.
Yeah, because like your name is like pretty much your whole identity, so to change it.
I think this is kind of
a
long enough.
little.
are you getting that
Weird.
uncomfortable? Jesus.
I don't know. Well,
Now I'm gonna hyphen my last name with you.
No, redacted. That sounds terrible.
God damn it! All these names.
So rude.
Yeah. Okay. It's a bad idea.
Get it all out
What
now.
about James Kane?
We need We need to leave.
Jesus Christ, calm
You really
down.
That angry?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No,
What are you? What are you? Some kind of triggered SJW?
Gonna get owned with logic and facts.
I was gonna say I don't have anything against it, and that if the two people are fine
Calmly
with that,
destroys.
yeah, if the two people are fine with that, I don't really care. Me personally, I would absolutely not give up my name. I have some sort of like primitive, actual like I physically want to
Have a last
reproduce
name.
sexually just
Yeah.
for the fact of passing on my genes.
Me too.
There's some sort of weird primitive animal thing there, but I really want my genes to continue. I want my bloodline
You
and my
can
name
Oh
to
I
yeah,
can
to pass
continue.
on your name to your kids.
Like, I don't know.
Make your
I
own
maybe
name.
I'm not
Create
primitive, and maybe it's
a
not
ship
in my
name.
genes, but like.
Oh,
what-
God,
what's so
no,
bad
it's not
about
like
me wanting
that.
to Stay with my name.
Yeah.
I have a
I think it'd just
meaning
be
to
cool to
my
have a
name,
kid.
and
That makes sense.
Yeah.
True.
I just know that my brother's not gonna have kids, and it's just very nerve wracking.
Redacted.
As long as he's gonna end.
No, that makes a lot of
so
sense.
bad, 'cause actually,
Walking on sunshine.
Oh, she's got a cat. I
That's
don't like
fine.
that.
Here, let's go ahead and do an outro.
Alright, what's up, guys?
This has been
I want
W9242.
to say more about the name thing. I can't remember what it was. I was just gonna say that. I get the whole idea of like I don't want the lineage to die. It's exactly where my mindset's at. Like I don't want the
Redacted.
lineage to die. Not that it's going to, but like there's something there. I don't know. I
You
think
gotta
there's
say
something
something.
really like sweet and romantic about like taking the name though. It really shows like a communion between the two people, and I really like that. I like the concept of my wife adopting my name. Not even because like I want to own her. I just think it's really sweet that it's like you care about me this much that you'd sacrifice your last name. And I that's like a thing that the girl sacrifices in that aspect, and that makes sense. Like why you
Women are
wouldn't want
property.
to. I don't know. I wouldn't want to give up my
Am I
last
right?
name though. I'd take on an extra middle name. Like I'm Kaleb. well,
Penis.
Middle name, her something, and then my last name. Like I would adopt her name into my name.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
weird thing. That's the only part of marriage that's confusing for me.
Yeah.
Being married seems fun.
We'll wrap up the
Yeah.
recording. If you want to
I
watch
agree.
this, we can.
I don't want to. I'm having fun. I
Oh.
don't care.
Hmm?
get married
I
at
can't wait to
EDC,
be
guys.
married.
Let's plan it. 2020.
Woo!
No, you guys.
July or January
An
24th, 2020.
expensive wedding.
Mhm.
Any other topics anybody has any strong opinions on they want to get out?
Wieners.
Talk about wieners.
You know what? I hate retarded kids. Fuck that.
Alright, we're making progress.
You might want to cut that
The
out.
definition of retarded is weird.
Yeah.
When I feel like retarded is somebody who could be smart, but they choose
You might
not to
wanna
be.
just-
I've never used it to describe anybody
You can't
else.
take a joke, Dylan.
You might want to just upload this.
Are
in
you
clips,
retarded?
actually.
I hate you.
The best of.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Why?
because there's just a lot of incoherent rambling at.
Well, I'm gonna edit it, obviously. I'm gonna.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. When you go on a 20-minute tangent of like
You a bit bitter?
things, I cut silence to silence, and the conversation continues. I'm gonna have to edit it, but yeah, it'll be fine. But yeah, I guess nobody has any other questions or any topics.
I don't know. Pick one.
Did everybody have fun? Everybody have a good time?
Oh yeah, I had an awesome time.
That
Could
was
have
fun.
had some lasagna frita at Olive Garden. Very good.
Glad everyone came to my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Caleb.
Thank you.
The
What
high from computer duster is immediate and lasts less than 5 minutes.
I got a good one. What's like the most? Alright, I'll do this. What's the most like embarrassing thing you guys think you've done or like gone through? Let's
Done?
say done. Like you have been
You've-
embarrassed.
You've all heard my most embarrassing things.
What is it?
It's the one where I was in that relationship and that girl's parents walked in on us in the living room.
That would be pretty embarrassing.
It was embarrassing.
What's my most embarrassing thing? I don't know why, but this moment in the 6th grade, there was like this weird math game we'd play where you like go up and challenge like each other. You like do math faster, and then like you get this WWE belt that my teacher had, and like you get like little privileges, but not really. And one time I was like solving this problem on the board, and I literally went into I turned into a genius for all of 6 seconds. All of the math happened in a split second in my head, and like along the pathway, and then I just had the answer, and I just turned around and like blah blah blah, and I said the whole answer, and he's like, well, you got to write it on the board. By the time I turned around, the kid wrote it and circled it, and I was like, I feel like such an idiot. And then every now and then I'll think about that and I'll hate myself, even though I was like 12. But
Oh no.
it was funny. Hey, what's your most embarrassing moment, Jeremy?
I can't really think of like one big thing. I just get like I don't know, random moments of like, wow, that was a really pointless thing that I just talked to this person about, like in public, you know, like just like, why did I say that, or you know, I don't know. I can't really think of anything as being outstandingly embarrassing. Just a lot of small moments, especially because my last job, just being in a call center, it's just like I have to make small talk. That's why I hate being a cashier, just because of all the stupid small talk. And I kind of like just stopped caring towards the end, and I would just kind of like speak my mind on a lot of things. People are like, wow, why is everything so expensive? I'm like, because it's right off the freeway, and it has a location monopoly, and the nearest stores are miles away, so they can charge whatever they want here. And I was like, have you noticed how expensive the gas is? And they're like, oh yeah, it's true, huh? Like, yeah, it's because it's right off the freeway. It's kind of a tangent, but
yeah, that's always the most uncomfortable small talk at places like that when you're a cashier is like, why am I paying so much money for this? And you're like, I literally could not tell you.
I have a theory. It's because we have a monopoly.
I'm curious to know yours, Alex. You have an embarrassing moment?
It involves me, and she'll tell you.
I don't remember if it does.
It does. Tell him.
I don't know. I have a lot of embarrassing moments. Like, I was just a really stupid kid. Like, not stupid in like the fact of like I did like stupid things, like got sent out of class, stuff like that. I was like a kid that you could easily confuse for like an obnoxious autistic kid. So I'd say that's probably the most embarrassing thing. So I was very like talkative when I was in like, I don't know, up to like 3rd grade. So I can't think of anything specifically, but hopefully that sums it up.
Alright.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Jessica, what was your most embarrassing moment?
I do think back on a lot of moments and physically cringe. In the 1st grade, I remember I had a teacher, Miss Expletive, and
Redacted.
she was really mean. Super mean. She hated my mom because my mom worked at the school, and for whatever reason she just hated my mom, so she took it out on me. And I remember one day I went to the bathroom twice already, so she said, no, you can't go to the bathroom again. And I sat in my seat. I ended up crying. She yelled at me for crying. All the kids are making fun of me. And then we were playing this math game, which was like a musical chairs thing, to where like you would move into the next chair after you'd solve the problem. So I'd like solve the problem, move to the next chair. I'm doing that. I really have to pee. I'm really holding it, really trying. And I just felt warm. I felt warmness, and my body was numb because I was having a full-blown panic attack as a child. So I just felt warm, so I got up into the next seat, I moved over, and I just heard the kid next to me scream at the top of his lungs.
God.
And instead of just assuming it's me, she goes, no. She pulls the chair, yells at the whole class, and says, now I want the person who peed to stand up right now.
Even then,
Awful teacher.
she must have went home feeling like an absolute pile of shit.
She didn't. She didn't at all.
How could you not?
And I stood up crying. And all the kids laughed at me.
Oh,
and then I got sent to the principal's
Oh
office,
my
and I
God.
got written up for it.
But that's the teacher's fault for not letting you go. Like, fuck her.
Oh my God. What's wrong with people? Jesus.
And I think back to that moment, and I just, oh, why? Oh, no.
Yeah,
I hear the
terrible.
laughter just echoing.
Jesus Christ, it's so
I'm eating
terrible.
on the ground.
I know, we're about done. What do you...
Yeah, I'm really
Johnny?
tired.
Well, say your goodbyes.
Being kicked
Or
out.
if you guys had other topics, I'm cool.
Yeah, Johnny's embarrassing story.
Yeah, go ahead.
I honestly don't know if like I really have like I mean, it was
You're
probably
a liar.
embarrassing for like other people.
No, you're a liar.
Wait a minute.
You're a liar.
That queued something up.
No,
all of
he's
my
a
high-
liar. He's had embarrassing moments.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you telling me as a liar, like, oh, suddenly that jogged my memory.
Oh my God.
There it is. There's the cringe.
Yeah, you're feeling it.
Go on
I
then.
feel like all of my high school was just cringy and embarrassing.
It was in high school.
Does
It
anybody
happened
remember?
in high school.
Of course.
It was after like an ex, and I like went to school and I was super sad, right? And I was dressed like all in black, like just like the epitome of like an emo kid, and I was like super sad the entire day. Like my hat said like we all die alone or something stupid like that on it, and it was like a Walking Dead like thing. I don't know, it was weird.
How old were you?
Like
20.
no, yeah, no, I was
The last
probably.
week.
I think I was like 17 or 18.
So you're redacted.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Yeah, dude.
God.
And I literally was like right there, and then like I saw her, and I was like, hey, and then like I just fucking walked away, and like
That's so cool, Johnny.
I like called someone out, and I made someone. It was
Redacted.
That was a funny moment. Oh my God. I was like, I heard you talking shit. And I was like, you're never my friend again.
Oh, shit.
Never.
I remember
And
I
just looked
confronted
down
that
and, like-
girl shaking. Remember that one girl?
I think I remember that story.
Like a psychopathic twitch in your
I was
eye.
twitching. My eye was twitching. I was circling around her. I was begging for her to hit me because I wanted to beat her up.
You were a fight at school, like high
Yes,
school?
I was a sophomore. I was pretty grown. Should not have been doing that. But I did it anyways because she filmed my friend crying and was making fun of her, and that just sparked a nerve. Cause it's
Yeah.
like, how can you make fun of someone crying?
That,
I
like,
just was yelling at
Retrospect
her.
now.
There's just flashes of you sitting in that class, just
True.
popping into your head.
Literally, I pulled her out. I went and talked to the drama teacher, and I was like, "Can I grab your student just for a little bit?"
Fucking
And I
stupid
pulled her
like
out of
that. Like if
class,
Hobo
and
Johnson was
Dylan
like
was
out
there.
during that time.
And I
God.
just circled
I would have
around
straight
her
up
and
started playing
threatened
some
her
of
and
his
said,
like
"If she ever messes
stupid
with my
ass
friend
music
again,
that's just
I
sitting
would
there.
come back." And she
How's
would
it going, guys?
And then
I
that
used
friend
to
befriended
say
me.
"saw, dude." I'm
Oh
not
my
even
God.
kidding.
Yeah, it was very mean.
That is mean. You went through all that trouble to like defend her, and she just like.
I
2
have a
years
carne
later,
asada.
recently, I started a
carne
Snapchat
what?
streak with her,
What's up?
and a Leo died. And I told her about that. And she replied back, streaks. So I was like,
That's
okay,
real sensitive.
guess we're not friends again. Awesome.
That same hoe or the one you defended?
The one that I defended.
Okay.
That best friend. She was actually my last, like, aside from Dylan, my last, like, best friend.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Maybe I need one. I
Yeah.
don't know. I've thought about that. Do you need... It depends on the person. How do you guys need friends?
It's a very different question when you're like basically married to somebody.
I guess.
When you go home at the end of the day and you're nothing but alone, it's a little different.
I guess.
A best friend would be nice.
But one of it, because some people feel like even when they're in a relationship, they need a friend.
Yeah. I mean,
think
like, I
will.
can, like, take care of my own and, like, I guess, like, just have that individuality about myself, like, to where I know that, like, I can take care of me, you know? Like, but at the same time, like, I trust this person completely until they give me, like, a moment not to trust them.
Yeah.
And then I go, okay, so, you know, like, what do you do, right? But just being able to,
Oh
like,
my god.
take care of yourself, I guess.
You look like an Indian from this level. You look like a fucking. I was like, who the fuck brought a Native American kid in my house? And it was just you.
Thanks.
Happy
Not a
Thanksgiving.
problem.
Alright, thanks for tuning in to Soupcast. Come back next week to see what's brewing.
Chicken and noodle soup.
Alright. Bye.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye indeed, guys.
See you later.
I'm not moving from the spot. Moving from the spot. Moving from the spot. Moving from the spot.